Ever thought about your journey into multifamily apartment investing was like stepping into the scene from Lord of the Rings? Yeah, you heard us right. Let us explain. We were kicking back at lunch with a buddy the other day and I Pommy dropped a bombshell that any Tolkien fanatic's heart would stop. I stated, I'm not at all impressed with each of the trilogy. You should have seen his face. Totally shocked. He's like, why on earth would you say that? Here's the deal. Imagine had Gandalf just handed over the ring to Sam the Wise. Bam, problem solved. Easy peasy. Come on, Wise is in his name. That should have been the clue, Gandalf. But no, he was the one who decided to give the ring to Frodo, who went all just like investing, sometimes the simplest solutions are overlooked for the most complicated ones. Why make a saga when you can cut straight to the victory? Sometimes our human nature is a real head scratcher. We have an knack for turning simple tasks into complex puzzles, all in the name of overthinking. And when it comes to multifamily apartment investing, overthinking can be the difference between you standing on the sideline or hopping into your next lucrative investment opportunity. Now, as many of you who have followed us for a while know that we have started out this game 5 years ago when we were just newly minted multifamily apartment investors. We remember back then we attended this conference, a real estate conference, and we were in awe of all the accomplishments of those who stood before us. All we were wondering was, what would it take to get to partner with these rockstar multifamily teams, splashing about in the proverbial sea of greatness? We wonder in the world, how are we supposed to make a splash so we can become seen, noticed, and desired by these rock stars? We had the same mindset of NBA All-Star Clyde Drexler when he joined the Rockets mid-season. He didn't just show up, he transformed their team against all odds, leading to a championship that year. So we took a page out of his playbook. Right from the start, we thought joining forces with experienced team and getting into a capital raising game would be our big break. We wouldn't dream of taking on multi-million-dollar apartment complex by ourselves, at least not for our first project. But here's the kicker, and listen up because this is really crucial. Just play the part of capital raiser without other contributions like being an advisor, dealing with investor relations. All that stuff is a no-go, legally speaking. You've got to bring more to the table where other hats that adds value to the team. It's not just about running up cash, it's about playing a key role that really moves the needle. Don't get us wrong, success didn't come easy as at least the beginning. We had to conquer our tendency to overthink, and we want to share with you the lessons we learned while building our multifamily apartment portfolio to over 300 million. Let's get into it. Overthinking number 1, no huge investor list. Let's break down the game of raising capital for multifamily apartments, and trust me, it's a game changer. So you hear numbers being thrown about like $50,000, $70,000, or even $100,000 minimum, and your heart starts racing, right? But here's where the magic happens. Those big numbers are actually your best friends in this arena. Think about it. When you're talking about hauling in serious cash like millions, you don't need an army of passive investors. Do the math with us here. Need a cool million? Find 10 power players ready to drop $100K each. Boom, you hit your mark. What if the goal is $10 million? You might think you need a small city of passive investors. Nope, just 100 of the right ones. In the grand scheme of things, 100 folks isn't a crowd, it's a selected gathering. It's not about how many are on your list. It's about the firepower those names bring to the table. Remember, in this world, it's quality over quantity every single time. Overthinking number 2, you are new. Here's the raw truth. Our leap from obscurity to crushing it in the real estate game in no time flat, that tale should pump you full of belief. Solid evidence that everyone kicks off from square one. The giants of multifamily apartments, they didn't spring up knowing it all. But here's a game changer, the real deal that we grasped early on. The power move was teaming up with rock stars of the industry, wasting time with second or third tier players, not on our watch. That was never going to catapult us to where we aim to be. So if you feel like you're a new kid on the block in the multifamily scene, shift your focus. It's not about your newbie status, it's about who you're in the trenches with. Those seasoned pros with the savvy, the know-how to cross the finish line, manage properties like a boss, that's your golden ticket. We're talking about the dream team here. Co-general partners, lenders, legal eagles, property management crews, and your build squad. Forget the jitters about being a newcomer. Being green today doesn't mean you'll be green tomorrow. It's all about soaking up the knowledge and, more crucially, assembling your own adventures. People equipped to tackle every curveball this journey throws at you. No one expects you to master every inch of this game right out of the gate, but they do have an expectation that you know the lineup that will help you navigate through the stormy seasons of multifamily apartment investing. Overthinking number 3, the fear of stepping into the spotlight of social media, YouTube, or speaking out about raising money. Let's get real. Feeling shy or uneasy about discussing finances, whether it's one-on-one or broadcasting it to a crowd, is something that we deeply relate to. Before diving into the multifamily apartment investing realm, the thought of talking money was way out of our comfort zone, and we're pretty sure we're not alone. Society's hush-hush attitude towards money talk has made it a taboo topic for many. But here's the real deal. Communication is non-negotiable in the business of raising capital. It's all about personal connections, human-to-human interactions. If you want people to invest, whether it's $50,000, $75,000, $100,000, $1 million, or even more into your deals, aka building trust, you simply can't avoid having conversations. But here's some truth for you. In our early years, we mostly steered clear from social media. We built our connections through other channels that didn't require facing a sea of strangers. So yes, while engaging on platforms like YouTube or Instagram might seem daunting, remember, it's a skill that you can develop over time. Starting out, you don't have to leap into the deep end of public speaking or social media. It's all about playing to your strengths and then gradually expanding your comfort zone. Overthinking number 4. I don't have anything to add to the conversation. Just like fine wine or exquisite cheese, developing a distinctive perspective in multifamily apartment investing worlds is something that comes with time. In the early days, as you're soaking information, it's natural to feel like you're swimming in a sea of knowledge without much of your own insight to contribute. Initially, our take on things was frankly pretty generic ourselves. We were echoing what we just learned without adding our own flavor to the conversation. But here's the thing, as you get more involved, whether by dipping your toes in as passive investor or diving headfirst as general partners, GP, you start forming opinions on everything, big and small. These experiences begin to shape your unique viewpoint, enabling you to offer something special to the discourse. The real nugget of wisdom here is recognizing that your voice matters. Often we hold back because we think, I don't have anything to say, but really what we actually mean is, who cares what I have to say? But that's missing the point. When you're addressing your specific audience, the people whose challenges you know inside and out, you're not just speaking, you're resonating. Your perspective, your insight, they're like beacons for those navigating similar waters. So never underestimate the power of sharing your unique viewpoint to someone out there. It's exactly what they need to hear. Overthinking number 5. I don't want to be a rock star in the apartment industry. I just want to raise money here and there from my close connections. While you may not aim to be a rock star in the apartment industry at the moment, however, over time, you'll need to expand beyond your friend and family, like Uncle Chris, Uncle Charles, Uncle Chuck, to raise millions and scale your business. To do this, you'll need to embrace a new mindset and step into a role of the leader to attract more investors. Reflect on whether or not you have what it takes to implement the strategies effectively, or do you need to develop the necessary identity, the know-how, the skills, and the capability. Overthinking number 6. It takes years to become a rock star in this industry. Success, like everything else in life, unfolds with time. Yet, the pace at which you reach your goals hinges on your knack for seizing the moment. This brings us to the power leverage, a favorite topic of ours, especially the 5 levels of leverage. In the world of multifamily apartments, harnessing the might of the right team can skyrocket your progress, making your journey to success not just possible, but faster. Here's a reminder for the newcomers. Your fresh perspective is invaluable. Recognizing your unique talents and value you bring to the table is crucial. This isn't a one-sided affair where you're merely being done a favor. We've heard some GP or general partners frame it that way, which is a disservice to everyone involved. When our co-GP joins our rank, we're fully aware of the value they bring. It's a mutual win-win. Aligning with a team that not only boasts experience but also financial backbone to support properties through thick and thin is the key. This kind of partnership can propel you forward, far outpacing those who talk a big game without the substance to back it up in terms of real-world experience or a solid track record. As we wrap up the discussion on the 6 points of overthinking, remember that clearing these mental hurdles can transform your ventures into multifamily apartments into an extraordinary adventure. With these obstacles out of the way, you're set to achieve remarkable success much quicker than you've ever imagined. Now, to dive deeper into the 5 levels of leverage, go watch this episode.